where Hammers Walk podcast. Uncut. Introducing your presenter, the one, the only, Andrew.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Where Hammers Walk, the final one of this year. We have got two very special guests, shall I say, as in Bill and Sam. Hello lads, how we doing? Sam, how are we getting on?
Yeah, okay. Recovering from a very exciting first half with about 300 penalties. Lucas Paqueta forgetting what sport he's playing, went to rugby instead. But no, it was an interesting game, really.
It definitely was interesting. That first half.
What do you think?
It was a good first half. Come out with the fight and everything we needed to show. Technically, last game. But no, it was a good fight. We'll keep on the first half. I ain't going to talk about the second half just yet. But a penalty, which, well, we'll go through them. First one, Kilman's penalty. Yes, blame penalty, blatant, right? But the bit I don't I understand about it is referees played advantage. He's let him shoot. Advantage gone when he shoots. Gone over the bar. Oh no, penalty. We'll pull it back for that penalty. That's wrong. That was given against us. So if you could count that goal being taken away, it would have been a penalty anyway. But you never know. He could have saved that one. Second one, Paqueta again. I don't know if he wanted a rough and tumble with him. I don't know if he was going back to bloody thingy's placed that night.
He was just practicing for the next World Cup, Rugby World Cup.
He's got a couple more years, I think. So not really good on the dates of the Rugby World Cup, but it was a good show from him. It was a good show from him. There was nothing they could have done any different to where they could have improved in that first half. If you get what I'm saying, like Brighton was up for it, we was up for it. Like it seemed good. I'll leave it there and I'll get Bill's opinion on the first half before we move on to the second. Bill, what did you think?
Right, so basically my first half, what I saw was, we saw, as you said, a lot of fight, a lot of grit, fighting for the ball, being first to the ball. That's what we want to see, paying all this, money to go and watch them play, and you want to see a team with a bit of fight. And obviously in the first half, the fight was there. Over the moon that he finally put Callum Wilson on, had a striker. But as I said in the group chat, why would you put Kilman in defence when you got the trusted Mavropanos?
Oh, someone's
hang on. Say that again.
Igor can't play, so I would have rather Igor play. But because Igor can't play, because it is obviously Brighton, I would have put Mavropanos on instead of Kilman. I would have at least gave a youngster a chance. Kilman just hasn't got it anymore. Kilman, I said, I was surprised that we didn't lose with Kilman in the back. But obviously, you ain't even spoken about the second half yet. So
before the second half, what did you think of that starting lineup?
I would say having Callum Wilson. Okay.
What's that?
So, no, I would say having Callum Wilson starting made such a big difference.
You see the difference when he got took off.
Played going forward.
When he got took off, you see the difference. And that is why we need another striker to come in so that when he does take the likes of Wilson off, or say, somebody that, comes in, they do 60 to 70 minutes and Callum Wilson finishes the game off. Do you know what I mean? That is where we're lacking. We've got rid of Fulkrug. He's not there anymore. We've got other no other striker to come in his place. Bowen isn't a striker. Lucas Paqueta is not a striker. Somerville, he was non-existent when he came on anyway, so it was a bit of a waste of time. But I read this morning that we got a bidding for Traore's that close to signing for us, and I reckon if he signs for us, he'll come in and Somerville will be out. I don't think Somerville will get a look in with him.
Yeah, it all depends how he comes in and plays. But seeing as you've gone on to the second half, it was atrocious. As soon as it's these substitutes. We was moaning at Moyes for doing these substitutes way too late. Yeah, so he's swapping 1 hour. I think about 70 odd minutes, and then he's swapping like the next 3 to 4 at 80. Hold on, we want to be winning games. I get but this is what I was saying to Sam yesterday. I said that I would rather kids come in, and like I said on the last podcast, if they mess up, they mess up. Fair play. It's all part of the sport. It's their job. Yeah, they ain't doing it on purpose. They've made a mistake, bless them. Right?
Yeah.
But I would rather these kids come in because we've got technically the same players of the same attributes. So they're not great at what we're playing, but we ain't got great players on the bench. So it's literally swapping like to like. It's not like we're downgrading when we're doing substitutes no more. Sometimes it's an upgrade on what we got, and they're only a kid, and we're like, God, get this player on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a big risk, though. It's
it is
big
a big risk.
That is a big.
But
That is a big risk.
At the moment, we're in big trouble. Big risks get big rewards.
Yeah.
So,
You say that, but we're literally 4 points behind Nottingham Forest.
No, well, we've
I know. I understand. If we would have won that game, we would only be 2 points behind Forest. But I think, are coming for Forest. They've got Europe to contend with, right?
I think
they're going to
go on. I'll let you finish.
All right. So they've got Nottingham. Yeah, obviously they're not doing so great. Right, they've got Europe to contend with, right? So they're going to be a lot more obviously tired. It's a bit like when our last season when we was in Europe. We've done pretty well in Europe, but we've done real bad in the Prem.
And that was the same for Spurs as well.
And that is what I'm hoping for, is that Nottingham Forest, as the league goes on, they start getting more tired because they're playing Sunday to Thursday, right? And look how it destroyed us. It ruined us. So some weeks we weren't even there, and then we'd play on Thursday, we'd play good. On Sunday, we'd play absolutely horrendous. So this is what I'm hoping that is going to happen to Nottingham Forest. They're going to drop the points. Hopefully, if Nuno gets his act together, picks the right team, and we actually get a couple of decent signings through the door, I reckon we can pick up a fair few points. But it all depends on the transfer season that we have, the players that they get, and a bit of luck from Nottingham Forest playing crap.
And the players what we got. The players what we got need to step up.
They're just not good enough.
No, they ain't good enough. But they need to
They're
step
not good
up.
enough.
I think they are bloody good enough. This is
The defence isn't.
It's not great at the moment. We like I was gonna say, didn't want to interrupt you. I can actually see, right, Burnley getting very close to us. If not, overlapping us. So that
Aren't they already?
No, they're 2 points behind us.
That's what I'm saying. So we lose a game, they win a game, they jump us.
Exactly. So I'm just looking at it in realistic terms. They're 2 points behind. We're 4 points away to jumping up one more. Yeah, it's a battle, and I think they've put themselves right in the mud, and It's going to either go either way, but we'll be lucky to survive. I will say that. I don't want to go down. Don't want to see them go down, but we will be lucky to survive. It will be our luckiest season.
Yeah, well,
You know,
we've
I
already
feel like
failed.
if we survive, mate, I feel like we need a relegation trophy just to be like, how the fuck did you do that?
Relegation battle
I
medal.
got a
You
trophy.
know what I mean?
I got a trophy in caravan if you want one.
We'll get them on the quiz. At least they've won a trophy this year.
Yeah.
But no, it's just one of them where it's sad. It is sad to see where our club has been to where our club is now and where it could be going. You know, that is the bit what gets to me. Like we've got this rich history. You know, the board sold out home. We've moved to this new home. We're technically the stadium's a caravan. No offense, Sam. I know you're staying in one at the moment, but it is a caravan. You know, there is like bits what has to come down, right? There's bits what has to come down because there were only they weren't permanent. Can't forget. I forgot the word.
Temporary.
They weren't permanent, right? That's the one. So literally, it's a 60,000 or 60 whatever thousand which they've sold us, but it's not because the top seats have got to come away because of if the bits what shouldn't be there get taken away, them seats won't be there. So it's not a 60,000.
So then why not take the seats on the top and put them at the bottom? On a retractable seating.
Look, I don't run the London Stadium. Right, wish I did. I wish I was there.
Oh, we can see that.
You know what I mean? I would probably make that boom, mate. I'd have a party when it's closed. You know what I mean? Just come on to the pitch. Come on, we'll have a boogie. But no, it's bad times for us. Very bad times, and at the moment, I can't see a way out. We've not got.
Do you not think Nuno's going to rub a bit of magic onto it and get us out? You don't think that?
Too late.
Yeah, but
you say it's too late. It isn't too late, right? Like I was a bit negative, you know, a couple of weeks ago.
Have you seen the fixtures?
But everybody else needs to play the same teams.
Yeah. Well, like I said the other week, we needed
but
everybody else. Right? So who have we got next? We've got Nottingham Forest next.
No, we got Wolves.
Oh,
I thought we had Nottingham Forest next.
No, Wolves, then Forest,
so
then
Wolves, yeah, we have to win. Right? Hopefully Nottingham Forest lose. That takes us into 2 points. 2 points to Nottingham Forest. Right? We play Forest after that. We beat them and we've jumped Forest. And then we're out of the relegation zone, and then it'll be in our pocket to keep.
Forest is going to lose. The only thing is, we're relying too much on other teams losing as well.
Yeah, but when you're in the relegation zone, you're relying on the other teams messing up for you to jump.
You're relying on yourself to win games. That's what you're relying on.
But you're also relying on the other teams to mess up.
Yeah, but if you're not winning games and the other teams are messing up, it don't mean nothing, really.
Well, it does, because if you're drawing a game, you're still getting a point, right? We went from 5 points to 4 points, right? If they lose 5 games and we draw 5 games, we've jumped them. Yeah. We've got 20 games left. They said that we need to win at least 9 of them to survive, which isn't true because of the fact is, we might win 9 games. Nottingham Forest might win 9 games. That takes them above us. We're not safe. So we just need to start winning games, go on a run, and start winning, putting a form together.
You've said it there, go on a run, right? There is not another bit where we've got 2 great games. Listen, right, I'll read them out. I'll read out the final fixtures, right? Wolves, Forest, QPR, Tottenham, then Sunderland, then Chelsea, then Burnley, then United, then Bournemouth, then Liverpool, then Fulham, then City, then Villa, then Wolves, then Palace, then Everton, Brentford, Arsenal, Newcastle, finish on Leeds. So
Right.
there is
Right.
not.
I know that there's a lot of Liverpool, Man U's, Man Cities. I've got to get that, right? But the other teams have got to play them as well, right?
Yeah.
So if we could pick the points up, get the January transfer done, right? Get our players in and win these next however many games. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Just win as many games as possible. Hopefully, not in the first lose.
We're halfway through the season, right? And we've picked up 14 points by playing everyone, right? If we do it again and end on 28, we are literally, that's not good enough. So that's what we've got to look out for. You know, we need to make more.
If we lose to Wolves, we're going down.
Oh yeah. We need to at least win our next two to actually be competitive. You know what I mean? It is
and we need Forest to lose too.
Oh, Wolves is unacceptable. We can't lose to Wolves.
What, we're going to give them their
look at Man United. Man United drew against them last night. They nearly scored an own goal. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He headed it back and it nearly went into his goal. That's funny.
But then, to be honest, if they can pick up a point against United, so did we. So that shows what sort of level United actually are. You know, Wolves just picked up a point. We've got their third point of this season. And about 4-5 weeks ago, we played them and we got a draw. So it's not...
Yeah. But United can afford that. They're sixth. Yeah. They can afford to drop points to us.
Let them drop points, mate. I don't mind. Give us the points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need them.
Well, yeah, exactly. But, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, if we lose to Wolves, that's it. That's me out for season. We're going down big time.
Right. So talking about Wolves, score predictions. Only scores, no thingy, just score predictions. What we're going for? Sam.
3-1 win. 3-1 West Ham win.
Bill.
4-0.
Ooh.
4-0 Wolves?
Yeah, I was going to say.
4-0 West Ham. Joe Bowen with a hat-trick.
I'm actually going to say 3-2. 3-2 West Ham. I reckon it's going to be one of our tightest games.
No. Like, Larson will end up scoring again.
But that's what I'm
and
saying.
Then we buy him.
Look how it was at the start of the season.
Hopefully, we would have bought him by the time we play Wolves.
Well, hopefully.
Because we're looking at sending Max Kilman back to Wolves.
I'm waiting for Josh Sargent.
I'll drive him there if he wants.
Right, we're going to end it there for this week. Have a lovely new year. And there's only one thing to say from me, Bill, and Sam is, come on, you Irons.
Where Hammers Walk Podcast. Uncut.